Today's question is check if it is a straight line. You are given with an array, coordinates I is equal to x and y, where x and y represent the coordinates of a point. Check if these points make a straight line in xy plane. We are given with example. If we look at example number 1, we can clearly see this is a straight line. And so the answer is true. And if we look at example number 2, we can see this is not a straight line. So the answer is false. Let's move on to pen and paper. Let's see how we can solve this question. After that, we will see the code. I have taken the example given in the question. And the question is asking that we are given with coordinates and I need to tell whether all these coordinates make a straight line or not. Or we can say whether all these coordinates lie in a straight line or not. And before we dive into that, suppose if I say that hey, we are given with 2 points, and if I form a line between these 2 points, that will gonna be straight. Or you can say the line between 2 coordinates are always straight. Or if I give you 2 coordinates, that means they will gonna form a straight line. But if I say that hey, you are given with 3 points, now what? For that, if I say that hey, take out the slope of first and second and third, and match the slope. If the slope is same, that means these all 3 points lie in a straight line. Or you can say, if I check, suppose this is coordinate 1, coordinate 2, coordinate 3, slope of these 2 and slope of these 2. If that is same, that means all these 3 points lie in a straight line. And what is a slope? Slope tells us the steepness of the line. In mathematics, the slope or the gradient of a line is a number that describes both the direction and the steepness of a line. And how do we calculate that? If we are given with a line and we have 2 points, we have x1, y1, x2, y2, then we will gonna take out and our slope will gonna be equal to y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. If you are given with 2 coordinates, then they will form the straight line. In that case, answer is true. If you are given with more than 2 coordinates, we will calculate the slope of first coordinate with second, first coordinate with third, first coordinate with fourth, and so on. And if the slope is equal to 10, in that case I'll simply gonna return true. If not, then I will gonna return false. And let's see it with the example. So if I take the first example, so the first coordinate was 1 2, the second was 2 3, 3 4, 4 5, and 5 6, 6 7. And if I take the slope of these two, that will gonna be y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, or you can say y1 minus y0 and x1 minus x0. So in this case, x1, y1, x2, y2. So 3 minus 2 and 2 minus 1. So that is equal to 1 by 1, that is 1. And if I take out slope of these two, that will gonna be 4 minus 2 and 3 minus 1. That is again 1. And if I take slope of these two, 5 minus 2, 4 minus 1, again 1. and same goes on. 6 minus 2, 5 minus 1. And if we take out the slope of these two, that will be 7 minus 2, 6 minus 1, that is 515, that is 1. So we can clearly see every time the slope is 1. That means all these coordinates forms a straight line. If we look at example number 2, the coordinates we are given are 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 7, 7. And if we take out the slope of these two, that will gonna be 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, which is 1. If we take out the slope of these two, that will gonna be 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1, which is equal to 3 and 2, which is not same. So we can clearly return false here. And if you want to check further, we can check. If we look for 4 and 5, then 5 minus 1, 4 minus 1, that is 4 and 3. Again, this is not same with 1, and same goes on. So we can simply return false if the slope is not same. So what is the takeaway? The takeaway is, if we have two coordinates, we will simply return true. If we have more than two coordinates, then we will going to calculate the slope. And what is the way for that? For that, we can simply use y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0 if not equal to y minus y0 and x minus x0. Or you can treat them like y2 y1 or y1 y0. Or we can simplify it like this way: y minus y0 multiplied by x minus x0, because that will go this side and that will come this side, if not equal to y minus y0 x1 minus x0. So this is the formula. If this is the case, I will simply return false, else I will return true. So this is the way we can solve this question. And let's move on to the coding part and let's see what is the code for this problem. So let's look at code. At line number 5, I'm checking if the length of my coordinates is equal to 2, then I'm simply returning true. Because as we have seen in the example, that if we have any 2 points, that means they are forming a straight line, and it is also mentioned in the question. Then I am defining x0 y0 equal to coordinate at index 0, x1 y1 as coordinate at index 1, and then I am looping through the coordinates and I am assigning xy is equal to coordinate at index I, and every time I am checking the slope between first and the coordinate at index I, and if the slope is not same, then I am simply returning false, else I am returning true. So this was the code, and let's check whether it works or not. So here I submitted my code and it got accepted. So this was the solution for this problem. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe.